Shiro, one of the funniest things you've ever said, for me,
What?
was Njoro had an attitude, and then you came hapo kwa desk, ukamwambia, Njoro, what's up? Are you okay? You want me to play with your nipples? I was uncontainable. As in, I thought about it literally. I broke it down. I
just approached someone like this. Hey, you good now?
Is it a thing? Like, that's one way you can actually make someone happy. Like, if someone is so mad, then they change their mood.
No, but the suggestion will change their mood. I'm not actually going to do it.
So it's not actually a thing until you can play with someone nipple to happiness.
I mean, it is, but it's not actually a humanitarian service that I provide. It's not a thing I do. Like, I'm the nipple bandit or something.
I should try that. I should try that sometime. The problem is I'm not sure if that can work en masse. Like,
why would you consider mass nipple play? That's strange.
Because if it can make people happy, as in if you can make a crowd, as in. Leo tunataka kujua how much people are willing to do for love, ama what people have done for love. And our guest Leo ni one of the wittiest women I have ever met, I have ever known. Ciru Muriuki, ladies and gentlemen. Karibu sana.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me. Being back here is nostalgia. I love it. Not much has changed, but in other ways, a lot has changed.
Them days, Larry days.
Them days, yes.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Ulichokoza sana. Ulichokoza sana na story ya Kadem.
Thank you. I was young and foolish then.
No, that was you. As you know, this story is coming from, for those who don't know, Ciru alisema, she tweeted something about a lady carrying a pan kwa handbag to go cook chapos for the boyfriend. That was you.
No! But I've done foolish things though.
What's the foolishest thing you've ever seen?
Mi by then nijipeleka kwa hostel ya mtu kumpigia nguo pasi. And I ironed.
So that's a bad thing. That's not crazy. That's being inaitwaje? Unaitanga wife material. Okay.
You know, the thing is, and this is something I noticed a lot when I was in campus. You see, I'm not saying that there's something wrong with doing things for the person you love, because I'm in a very committed relationship right now and I'm doing all those things. You know, I cook, I clean. However, me by then nilipelekwa campus kusoma. But the thing that I noticed with girls in campus, mpaka babes used to skip class. Babes used to, your boyfriend is in class and you're in the same class, but you're back at his hostel ukimfulia nguo.
Anajua anasikia poa sana akiona unamuita babes bado.
By babes, I mean girls. In fact, I should just use the proper English and not come here with colloquialisms. And yeah. So those are the things girls used to do. And I did it myself. That time when I was ironing, was supposed to be in class. That was a foolishness.
Oh, not like doing it is wrong. Washing clothes for someone is wrong. When, as in it, what's wrong is not doing what you're supposed to do.
You're not putting yourself as a priority. You've put everyone before yourself as a priority. And please remember, umepelekwa campus na wazazi or your family kusoma.
But unajua, someone would argue that unaona hizi vitu zenye umeenda campus kufanya ni zile vitu watu walikuwa wanafunzwa traditionally kitambo. Sasa wewe umeenda kuzilearn campus.
People also learn witchcraft traditionally, but no one is going to learn it in campus. So the traditional healing class.
Udem wa pan. Huwa kubeba pan kwenda kupikia chali yake chapatis. Why do you find that crazy? You see sacrifice that, that's love.
Me first, why doesn't that guy have a pan? But they go make chapos. Make them. But I must say, bring my own equipment.
But in fact, by the way, when you say it like that, it brings out another image, yeah? Udem ni kama, because not the first time, it's not day one. Yeye kuja na pani yake anarudi.
Habitually, every weekend, alafu unayosha, alafu. And then, I tell you boys, haski kitu, ukiona dem akiteseka, first, because apparently the plan was, weekends, she's going to sleep over at the guy's hostel, sindio?
Yes.
So ametoka kwa pan, kwake na pan, She goes to class with that pan in her bag the whole day. People are just hearing the clinking and clanking of utensils. Unatoa full scraps, unasikia pingli ni pan.
Lazima kuanga tu wakati ude mako.
And often nashindwa what kind of pan it was. Nizi non-stick ama it was those, you know, the old ones, the black ones that are flat. So kotizi the whole day. And this boy cannot be bothered to, by the way, please go make chapatis for those. Even though he doesn't marry you, at least he'll be a very good chapati maker.
Now, I like that you say that, even if he doesn't marry you.
And chances are he will not, because this is the thing that also I think young girls need to understand. When you show yourself, or you show this dude that you're willing to do anything for him, imagine hakuna heshima hapo. Guys like having to work just, and this is something that a lot of men have told me, just the thrill of the chase.
Yes.
Lakini you're the man, you don't have to buy a pan. I'm sure there is someone who's texting you, do you have a pan?
I do.
Because that is maybe someone is that
No,
texting
I
you.
do.
Unaongea stories za pan alafu wewe huna.
No pun intended.
You should be so ashamed of yourself.
I am very.
You...
This story inanibamba. Endelea, mmejamaliza.
You see, the thing is, first, this man that you're going to cook for does not even have utensils. At least I'm guessing there's oil. Others should have also had oil in the pan. Ama ameenda akishuka kwa matatu, ameenda kwa kiosk kununua kale ka oil kadogo. Ndio ndio apikie mtu.
Even the new to beba. As in,
he doesn't have a pan. He expecting chapatis with no pan.
But you know, ladies, you could argue that this lady wants her chapatis done
a
in
certain
a specific way.
Then those are things that if I'm doing all these things for you, the least you can do, if I've communicated to you that my best chapatis are made in this pan, wenda ukanunue. But then I'll come and let me find a pan. I should not do everything. So I'll also cut them for you with a fork and knife and feed you.
Some people do that for love. But as you said something, like it's not a guarantee that someone will marry you even after doing all that.
Yeah.
So Basi, how much are people allowed to do, especially for the ladies, when in a relationship before marriage, Basi?
You see, the thing is, I can't make a blanket statement as to what you should do, because there are chicks who went and did wife material things for their boyfriends, and then after campus, this guy married you. I think what the rule of thumb should be, what are you getting? Are you getting from this relationship as much as you're giving?
That means the relationship ni madeni. Like what I do
no,
to
see,
you.
Deni. But you see, the thing is, even you, I'm sure you'll not be comfortable in a relationship where you're the one who's paying for everything. This chick, you've never seen, you don't even know if her clothes have pockets because she's never entered her pocket. Or she can't even feel free to come to a date without a handbag, because that handbag, what is it carrying?
Yeah.
Clearly not her wallet. So even you wouldn't feel good. And I've seen it so many times online, guys feeling exploited because financially you're the one who's carrying this girl and you're both in campus, you're both not financially independent, but she still gets money from her parents and from you. So of course, if a relationship, you know, exploitation can happen on both sides. Eh?
Yes.
The girl can exploit you. You're buying her weave worth 15,000 shillings, and that 15,000 shillings is your help. No menda kununulia mtu nywele. It doesn't make any
bado
sense.
akuache, so
yeah, and she'll still leave you and go with that nice wig to someone else. You know? And, you know, exploitation can also happen also on the side of babes. The guy is just not doing anything. He does nothing. He's not affirming you. He's not helping you study. And a guy who will feel comfortable living in the hostel and
affirming, ama he's not farming you. Affirm.
Affirm, not kulima.
Kulima,
please.
Sawa.
Yeah, so if you start feeling some type of way in that relationship, like, me too, I'm giving, whether you're a guy or you're a woman, but if that's a relationship you should be rethinking. See, in that same tweet I mentioned, there's a chick who went from Madaraka to Kasarani with a mop. Not a duster. You know, a duster, you can fold it quietly in your bag and no. You're crossing town looking like a prophet from the Old Testament.
But then, about specifics, because kama ni kuosha nyumba, probably you could get nguo huko ya convert into a duster.
Huyo dem ameenda na duster na narudi nayo. So, unaambia nini watu when you're coming back home with a wet mop?
hiyo ni ku love in a unique way. As in this guy hata kama atakuacha,
Buy a
they
mop.
always remember.
No, the thing that makes me ask a few questions is you're just chilling in your house. You're seeing this girl every weekend coming with a mop and going back with a mop. You don't think, okay, fine, me, I'm really enjoying having my house clean, so I just buy this girl a mop.
See, probably the guy was testing her patience.
Why are we the ones always to sit these examinations? Which exams do guys sit?
They do. Kama
Which
you
one?
can afford, see, new angalia nini security, one, if someone can protect you,
But
financial security pia.
Yeah,
kama
but then
someone can
when we're
afford
asking for security, we can protect me. Am I expecting you to come to the club with a bow and arrows? Will I bring gangsters to your house to see whether you'll fight them?
you. Okay.
No!
Okay, but sasa basi in terms of what someone owes you, the threshold, yeah, someone kama nyinyi basi.
I don't like the word owing though, because
it is.
I don't
If
like
someone
owing
did-
because that leads to feelings of entitlement on both sides, where I feel I'm entitled to your money, I feel I'm entitled to your time, I feel I'm entitled, but there's a threshold of human decency, basic decency. For instance, Kingori, if you're in campus and you're in the same class with your girlfriend and you feel very comfortable watching this girl skip class to do your chores, there's something wrong. If you truly care about this person, you'd care for them to get their education the same way you're there to get your education. Kama unacha dem kwa room and you guys are in the same class, na wewe unapita campus as she's spending kusho's washing your clothes, is that love?
Depends
On
the person, not me. I wouldn't do that.
not you, exactly.
No, not me.
Yeah, because
But maybe the person-
you have human decency, and that is where we have to draw the line. Is there human decency? We're not asking you to cross oceans, buy this girl a car, none of those things. Human decency. Treat people the way you'd like to be treated. That's it.
Basic
And you see when
concept.
people call us, you feminists, and imagine all women are asking is, imagine treat us the way you'd like to be treated. That's it. Imagine it's not a scientific concept. Either two. Treat us the way you'd like to be treated. Either two.
We had Rono on the show, Chebet Rono.
Who I love. She's so fun.
Maze, but she couldn't actually finish the interview because she got an anxiety attack katikati ya show. And so a problem comes when this anxiety attack, I've never been able to put actually something to it because it's not a conversation rahisi kupik, but tulikuwa tumemuuliza swali like the craziest things she's ever done. Naget. And then she akaenda akasema ati she paid rent for someone for 3 months. Kabla hiyo story ishi anxiety attack ikakama.
Oi.
Because chances are maybe waliachana na huyo mtu. Naget.
Yeah.
Are there things that where personally you've ever done hizo before you are like, other than tu hizo za kufua daro
Like
nini, and you're
financial support,
yani huyu
I've done
hakuona.
it. I've done it, but it's because I knew what I was getting back in that relationship. Oh, he was supporting me in other ways. And
So it's a trade, ama?
when you call it a trade, when you think about it, interpersonal relationships are all about trade. Imagine me, I'm not Jesus Christ.
Ni biashara.
It's not, I wouldn't call it biashara, but if you're in a relationship with someone, it's not even just like a romantic relationship.
Okay.
Even friends. There's a point at which, like, if you're in a friendship with someone, and you're there for them, you're being a good friend to them, but then when you need them, hawako. So when you'll start rethinking that relationship.
Kwani human
you'll
beings
be
can't
like,
love each other unconditionally? Hakuna terms and conditions.
Me, I think the only people who've loved me unconditionally are my parents, my mom and my late dad. That's it. And Jesus. I'm not going to... People also manage your expectations, but there are times at which when you have to ask yourself, even this friendship, let's even stop talking about boyfriend and girlfriend or romantic relationships in whatever form they come.
Yes.
Even let's talk about basic friendships. I'm sure at a women friendship, when you start thinking, huyu mtu tunasaidiana naye aje.
But unajua,
Yeah.
ubeste, kuna hizo expectations za ubeste na expectations za relationship. That's why in a relationship
they
they talk
different?
of more than friends. You guys are more than friends.
Exactly.
You can actually, in most relationships wanasemanga, someone has to love the other person more than, kuna mtu mmoja anapendwa kushinda.
Yeah, that's advice that we were given as girls. Don't always marry someone who loves you more than you love them. And I think
Na hata si tuliadvise hivyo, someone was cheated.
Yeah, you see, I think that's really dangerous advice because kwa hiyo situation, all you're holding back kuona kama huyu mtu atakumeet at 70%. So you find a situation, Kingori has been told at yeah, you make sure the girl loves you more. Me, I've been told make sure the guy loves you more. So we are there waiting to be loved more. We're used to there. Like little mice waiting to see what's going to happen. I mean, that makes no sense.
Bas, kuna tena story ya vitu zenye you mentioned something when we spoke earlier, ukasema the things I have done to be loved. That's a very interesting statement. Na vitu madem ufanya vitu zenye hata wewe ukaivi unajiambianga tu, I'm doing this to be loved, I'm doing this to impress the other person. Kuna hizo zenye nini?
You know, like when I was in high school, there was this girl. Well, I'm not going to say which school or whether even we're in the same class, because people can start
connecting, joining the dots.
Yeah, and I'm not going to do that to anyone. But I remember that this girl was dating someone who kept telling her that she was overweight and she needed to lose weight, and she wasn't. She's actually quite slim, but apparently he likes skinny girls.
Okay.
So she had to. At some point, she said something like a kayamba when she walked because the bones were rattling. She lost all of the weight
for love.
Doing all these like diet pills. When you start finding yourself doing unhealthy things, and then also there's a thing that us girls do where you find a guy being a certain way, and then you decide that you want to give him a makeover physically, emotionally, personality-wise, but you found him like this. What miracles are you expecting? It's the same thing when a man will meet a girl and then anashtuka sana that she's not changing. But you found me like this.
Okay.
This is what you liked. You found me like this.
The right person is technically the person who loves you the way you are.
Exactly.
Na tuliargue na mtu sana. I argued with someone kabisa about makeup. Like, why do women apply makeup? Because she was like, we don't apply makeup for men. We don't apply makeup to... Oh, really?
It's really not for you.
You can win that debate.
Yes.
Sure.
Let me tell you, I care more about what other women think of me than what men think of me. Imagine.
I don't think you can win that debate.
Yes. It is not for you. It is not for you. And then the men, the thing that I find hilarious is when men say, it's fraud. It's fraud. I feel cheated. Which woman do you know that was born with golden eyelids? How? So you honestly think that when you met me at the club and I had purple and gold, you believe that's how I came out into the world? So that now you can cry fraud when you saw me wiping it. No! Oh no! You mean she doesn't have purple lips?
So basi, if you don't do it for men, mbona mkiwa kwa nyumba mnakaanga hivyo vile mnakaa, but then when you go out...
There's no one, those nasty girls who will judge me are not in my house.
A woman is a woman's enemy.
No.
For real.
That's a whole other debate that we're going to get into. But I think a human is a human's worst enemy. It doesn't have to be gendered. I'm sure even you, there's a guy who's cut you off at the knees, but no one makes it a gender thing. Should
I believe I can call you, I can address you as the brand ambassador for female affairs?
No.
Why not?
I have several other interests.
Ever?
You can call me the brand ambassador of like potatoes.
Hey, waru, haki ya nani.
How did you forget this?
Kuna siku you were on the trend. Ulinikuta, I was behind the scenes watching how the show goes. Alafu you were like, no, she hawaru. I was like, niaje, that was totally out of context.
But potatoes, there's a place for potatoes everywhere in our lives. Everywhere.
So she hawaru
potatoes
Muriuki
are proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy.
So mtu akisema Ciru ananisikilia kewaru, they will be knowing what they're talking about.
In fact, they're like a sack of warus. That's what I'm clearing and securing for you.
Maze, utetea madem sana. And conversation mali tuliachia kwa weekend edition ni ati you don't agree that a woman is a woman's enemy. Na bado you still dispute that ati you don't wear makeup for men. Yes.
You asked a question. How come tukiwa na wewe kwa nyumba sitavaa makeup?
But ukitoka nje.
Yeah, because...
So who are you pleasing?
Clearly not the man, because I'm with him in the house and he'll see me at my house. So clearly I'm not pleasing you. So, but if you
already have the man, who are you marketing yourself?
Exactly, to other women.
To what benefit?
So that I can be told I look nice. Imagine there's nothing better than a compliment from another woman. I take it more seriously than a guy. When a guy tells me, hey, yo, I know exactly what he wants. And it's like, no, you're not getting that, I'm taken. But when a girl comes legit and tells you, hey, sis, you look good. May go home feeling so happy. So happy.
So you don't trust our compliments?
Yes, because they come with strings. May I don't want those strings. But a compliment from a girl, it's no strings attached. A chick will come and look at you like, hey, sis, I love your makeup. I'll be like, yes, this makeup is looking good. When a girl, hey, where'd you buy those shoes? Those shoes are bomb. I understand it. First of all, even when I go do my hair, most of the time men don't even notice that I've done my hair. And if it's a weave, a man will hate it. Why do you think after all this time, there's even associations dedicated to hating weaves and makeup from men, but we're still wearing them? Why?
Because there are certain breed of men who are attracted to the makeup and the weaves.
We don't care about that certain breed because all the women like weaves and makeup. It's very few that actually have a thing for me personally, myself, I don't like weaves and makeup, but I don't mind them on other women. In all the years you've known me, Dr. Kingori, when have I put on a weave?
I've never seen, because you can dread poor sana.
Yes,
and that's a very,
but I love a good weave on someone else. I love it. If it looks great, I'm like, okay, girl, you're looking good.
So
it has nothing to do with you.
No, for real. Okay, so you, after the compliment from the woman, you're acting as if, like, as much as you wear it for other men, for women, there's nothing you want from us, and it's only us who want stuff from you.
Of course we want things from you, but we don't get it through makeup. Clearly, men have made it clear that you hate it.
Basically, there are men who love it. The basic principle is you wear the makeup to attract us.
No, I've already attracted my man, but I'm still wearing makeup.
But is it?
But
because sure, it's not so that you can make sure you're still in the market, like you're still bado form.
I get that attention at the house when no one has seen me for weeks. There's still men in my DMs. So. Hello.
Okay, so Basi, when it comes to Basi relations between men and women, right?
Yeah.
There's something about gifts, for example. If you're in a relationship and someone you do something for your man on their birthday, and they don't do the same on your birthday, do you feel bad about it? Because
that's the thing about expectations. And one of the things that people get wrong is not understanding each other's love languages. There are 5 love languages.
Love language.
Yeah.
Money.
No, that's a Kikuyu love language. Let's be clear now. And also the different Kikuyu love languages. There's money, there's soup, there's potatoes, there's mogoda.
Okay. So the
original
love languages.
No, the original love languages. There's gifts. There's words of affirmation where you feel loved when your partner tells you how great you are, how good you make them feel. There's acts of service where you show love by doing things for someone. Okay. Like, for instance, if you and I are dating, and I know that Kingori was supposed to go to the supermarket, or no, to the dry cleaner to pick up his suit, but didn't have time, I'll go do that for you.
Okay.
And without being asked.
Yes.
And then there's, those gifts, those words of affirmation, those acts of service. There's physical touch, and there's one more.
Any physical touch is down there, isn't it?
No, you have a whole body.
The next love language is cheating. But then...
Wait, I have to Google this because I can't believe I've forgotten it. 5 love languages. Give me 1 second because honestly, 5 love languages. But basically, the thing about the love languages is this. People have different love languages. I could be dating you and my love language is giving and getting gifts.
Yes.
But your love language is acts of service. So when I get you a gift, it's like, it's nice because, no one hates getting a gift.
Okay.
But you feel more loved if I've done something for you. Like if you and I are together and you know that Ciru is going to come home late from work. So instead of you waiting for me to come home and cook, you cook. I feel so loved, because acts of service is my love language. For me, gifts don't really mean too much.
So you could be the most romantic man, you can cook, but it will not necessarily impress your girl.
Because her love language is words of affirmation or being touched, where you come and give her a hug and you kiss her.
Now I know why most relationships don't work.
Because you've not sat down to have that conversation of what's your love language. What do I have to do to make you feel loved? For me, gifts don't really mean much. I'm not a gift person.
Okay.
It doesn't really affect me like that. If I get a gift, it's nice, you know. But me, my love languages are acts of service, where you do something for me, like something that will make my life easier, or words of affirmation, where you tell me you love me, things like that.
Sawa. When it comes to, but I believe there are universal love languages.
Yeah.
Which brings me to a point, we have complaints of you can't trust a man in terms of growing from one level to the next, especially financially. I was with him when he was broke, and now we have money. Not most relationships are successful in that regard, because we have people who complain that I was with him when he was broke, but then when he got money, he left.
That also shows that people are not together for the right reason. Here's the thing. If a man is bad, he'll be bad when he's broke, and he'll be bad when he's rich.
Okay.
Yeah.
Men are consistent.
No, everyone is consistent, honestly. As in, I feel that especially when women say things like, you know, I stuck by him, I supported him, and then when he got his act together, he left me. When you ukichunguza your story vizuri, you'll figure out that there were red flags that this girl ignored. And thereby I cannot blame the man. A man, the thing about men is that guys are actually quite clear about what they want. The thing about us girls is that we decide kufunga macho na masikio. Like, for instance, if a guy tells you, I'm not ready for a relationship right now, but then the girl keeps taking herself to him, you know, sleeping with him, doing certain things, hoping he'll change his mind.
Okay.
And then, after 6 months, a guy dumps you and starts dating someone else. And then you're like, this guy he's so horrible. Then you start calling him all kinds of unprintable names. But the guy told you at the beginning, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. But you didn't listen. So are we supposed to blame the guy because you didn't listen?
Oh, so need red flags, and you should watch out for them. And
red flags are very clear, but I don't know. A lot of women, myself included, because I've gone through it where I ignored red flags, and at the end of the day, I only had myself to blame. I only had myself to blame.
On our conversation about what people do for love, right? You can, at your age, you can laugh at someone who's going through a certain stage in their life, kubeba pan kwenda kwa nyumba ya mtu, kubeba mop kwenda kuosha nyumba ya chali yake, kufua when someone else is in class, a class that they should be in together.
Yeah.
And I get, you laugh at someone from going through that process.
I don't laugh at them. I think part of my laughter was also, I was remembering the things I did, and I laughed at myself.
And at what point?
Yeah.
At what point does a lady get to, and you're like, enough of this?
Let me tell you, there's something magical that happens in your 30s. I can't explain it. It's 30s? Like a self-awareness.
I thought the grace period kisirani for women is between 18 and 24.
That is peak. In fact, peak kisirani is mid to late 20s, because now there are a lot of people that are telling you have to get married, you have to get married, you have to get married.
20.
So you start doing a lot of nonsense to
be a white material.
Yeah, to land the ring. But then, when you get to a certain age, you realize that it doesn't matter. The right person will not care.
What age is that for a woman?
Me, honestly, I think once I hit 32.
32, you're...
It's not that you're switched, but you start learning yourself better, because you've known yourself for a long time.
Okay. Basi life ya dem ni hard, because I don't think men go through hizo pressure zote za ati, niaje, at this stage, should you do this, do that?
No, men actually do go through their own... 40. Men have their own pressures. Like, if you get to a certain age and you're not stable financially, you know, I think our pressures are different. Women are pressured that you have to be married and have kids. But men are pressured that, you know, at a certain stage of life, I have to have gotten to a certain place financially, because the pressure for men is you have to be a provider. So if you're at a certain age and you're not stable financially, it actually does start affecting guys. From
this conversation with you, for me, as a man, if you reach a certain age and you don't have money, you find someone whose love language in service. Not all problems are solved by money. Kweli uongo.
Yeah, but again, there are lots of men who are not willing to enter a relationship until you're financially stable.
No, my favorite take home from today's conversation is love language.
Yeah, you have to know each other's love languages. You in fact, a woman will be there waiting to get gifts, but that guy has been showing you in so many ways how much he loves you, but you don't see. Because you are fixated that the only way I can be loved is if I get a present.
So, as in, with the information you have, in fact, it's very interesting that I'm actually coming across this today. I'm like, knowing what you know right now, if a guy vibes with you and their love language is not yours, you would introduce them to someone who has their love language.
No, I feel like compromises can be made. You know, we are not children, we're adults.
You can change your love language.
Not change it, but be more aware of what this person... Because the thing is, once you have that awareness that Kingori's love language is acts of service, my love language is gifts. And if we don't have that conversation, you can be showing me in so many ways that you love me, like me only because you didn't bring me flowers or you didn't buy me whatever it is that, or you didn't get me the new phone or whatever. So it means you don't love me. But if we are two mature people,
yes,
we can have that conversation where this is my love language, this is your love language.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ladies, my love language is acts of service. Come at me. Thank you, Shiro. Thank you, Maze. Always a pleasure vibing with you.
Always.
And tuanguvu sana. We unichekesha. By the legit. We unichekesha. And I mean that.
Oh, really?
I mean that.
That is high praise coming from you. Thank you.
No, for real, I mean that.
And I genuinely think you're one of the funniest people in this country.
Thank you. That's a solid compliment.
Yeah.
But we unichekesha. I don't think you know it, but you're very funny. I've never moved on from what you told Njoro at that Nini. As in, it's something at the back of my mind. It's funny that you probably don't remember, but offering, and his wife was there. His wife was there. She was there when you offered to play with his nipples.
Oh my God, you're telling me this in 2020? Stop, shut up, really?
No, he was in a bad mood. I'll do more research on iyo kitu, but otherwise, asante sana.
Thank you.
Sawa.